Gamecock 45 here. How was that for a shockwave? How about a double shockwave? Yes, we have a couple of shotguns. They were loaded with 1 round. Okay, and you know that kind of is the problem. Let me look at this one real quick. Put one of these things down because 1 shot is never enough. I need some more ammo for this little baby. And let's not put it in backwards like I just about did there. That was not bright, was it? There we go. Pump shotgun, safety on. A little booger. 14-inch barrel. Have you ever seen anything like this on your store shelf? Because you will. All right, safety off. And I don't like a pineapple looking at me in the face, to tell you the truth. Or a 2-liter. Or a pot. Yeah, or another 2-liter. And we have another round. Let's put it on this target over here. Whoa, hang on. All right, 1, 2, 3, boom. Now it's empty. Wow. And I blew over the post. Have you ever seen anything like that? That actually will be, if it's not already, in your neighborhood on your store shelf. Believe it or not, you can go in and buy it, depending on what state you live in, just like you would a full-length Mossberg. It has a 14-inch barrel. So what do we have? Oh man, let's take it up here and look at it. And we might even explain to you why we have 3 of them, okay? If you're really nice, we might explain, because I know you're already suffering from shotgun envy, okay? Well, as you might guess, we have one of these as a borrowed gun. It's an amazing piece of hardware. We heard about them at SHOT Show, but we did not really see them. I don't know how we missed it at the Mossberg booth. We just weren't there very long. But apparently they made a little bit of a splash about them at the SHOT Show, and we missed it. We were clueless, but we found out about it as soon as we got home, and we went about trying to get a hold of one, and Buds was able to get us one. All right. Now, since we've had this thing for a good while, since we got a hold of it, guess what? I bought 2 more. Bought 2. Actually, John bought 1, but got a chance to buy a couple of them. And it was kind of funny. I didn't even call John. I just went ahead and ordered 2 of them. It was like, do I really need to call him and ask him if he wants one? No. We sort of know each other. He would have done the same thing. He wouldn't have bothered to call me probably. So anyway, John and I both have one. And again, this is the one that'll go back to our e-gunner. So I know it's too much paradise in one place, but it's, you know, somebody's got to do this job. I know. Just have to do it, and I'll make the best of it. John and I'll make the best of it. We're gonna let him shoot some too and give you his impressions if the NSA is not watching too closely there, or Homeland Security. But we're gonna shoot the things different. How's that? Because you might guess it's not really heavy. Look at the difference here. This is my 590, and you know, the same firearm basically, but look how it's cut off. Look how much shorter it is. And I think it weighs just a little bit over 5 pounds. So it does recoil a little bit. All right. I was dual wielding them earlier before the video, and that's why the big Band-Aid there. You know, people always ask me, why do you have always have a Band-Aid somewhere? I'm always doing stuff, okay? And then that way I can put a Band-Aid on it and go on doing stuff and not have to worry about aggravating it or getting infected or whatever it was. But I did catch it. So if you're going to do what I did, don't do this at home, by the way. We warn you that now. But I wasn't grasping it tightly enough with one hand. I was just very loosely. I was going to let just the recoil come back and not worry about it. I knew it wasn't going to fly out of my hand, so I was just shooting it very lightly, and it slid back, and I scraped my hand pretty badly on the safety there. So I just grasped it a little more tightly on that introduction right there, and I didn't have any problems. So just so you know, in case you're going to try that, but I wouldn't recommend it. But you can see it's a lot smaller. And so I'll put this one over here, this big old 5. The cool thing is they did base this on the 590. It's a well-made, not that the 500 is not, but the 590 is a little bit of a step up. It's even got the heavy barrel on it, heavy walled barrel, whatever they call it, like my 590A1 has. And it's this good solid shotgun. Okay, it's, you know, you got your, you can open up your tube there at the end. It's the 590, and pretty cool. Now you're wondering how it's legal. I have run across these things. I'll load it while I'm yakking. One of them, which one should I shoot? I'll shoot the one that one of you is going to have here first. Some more. I don't want to use the word loophole, but Mossberg did their research and figured out that they could actually create a machine gun. They could create a shotgun with a 14-inch barrel and a stock like this. If it was, I think it has to be 26 inches long, as I understand, and all this, and you can't take the stock off. You can't replace this, you know, or else you got a SBS, you know, short barrel shotgun, NFA item, requires paperwork and all that. But as long as you don't change it, it's okay in most states. Check your local laws, you know, before you order one. But it's legal this way. Can't mess with it. Can't, you know, can't change it. I guess you could change the barrel. I don't know. You check in on that yourself. There's a letter at the Mossberg site from the ATF at the Mossberg website that discusses that. And I'm just delighted it's legal. I don't want to change it because that's a pretty cool grip, and yeah, it works. So I have looked at these, like I was starting to say there, at gun shows where people have cut them off and they're an NFA item. You go through the paperwork and you can buy it, and pay extra and everything. And I've always thought I might do that sometime. I almost have more interest in that, something like this, or a double-barreled shotgun like this, than I do a sub gun or something, because it's just fun. And I just never have done it. Let's get some more ammo out here. Oh, we had a box there. But because of whatever, Mossberg figured it out, and I'm sure all the other manufacturers will follow suit if they're smart, because I imagine these will be very, very difficult to keep in stock. That's my educated guess. All right. So now, some of you might be wondering, well, what good is it? Well, it may not be for you if you're mainly just a bird hunter or something. But if you wanted something, yeah, maybe home defense, truck gun, excuse me, whatever. Or John and I are both suffering from the pollen in the air, I think, but today. And we're stirring it up with all the gunfire. But most of you can probably think of a use for this. If it's only to own a really cool shotgun. Yeah, that's not bad. 14-inch barrel, and you can buy it and take it home. That's what we did. We bought a couple of them. All right, I'm gonna put another couple on that target. All right, and again, we appreciate Bud's, boy, coming up with this thing for us, and just racked out a live round. So yeah, let me demonstrate here. Yeah, I mean, it's a shotgun, and you think, well, how in the world could you hit anything with that? Well, I don't know. You know, I'm just messing around here. I'm not even concentrating or worrying about it too much, and you know, I'm a minute a bad guy there without any trouble. So that's the kind of thing you got. And you know, when I was starting out there, and I haven't really practiced with them, I've shot them a little bit, messing around a little bit, but you'd be surprised just through instinct and pointing the thing correctly what you can do with it. Okay, put the safety on, load her up again. And you might have seen the one we have, what was it, a Mossberg 500 with a 18-inch barrel that has the grip similar to this. We've done a couple of videos with it. I've always been surprised at how well you can shoot that thing. You know, it's just amazing. All right. Okay. There's a pie pan or a cookie sheet of some sort. Yeah, that's right. Got that out of the closet in the kitchen. That's not bad, is it? With that spray at this distance. How about that stop sign? Yeah. How about that little 12 ouncer on the right? The next one, the orange one. See? Again, I'm not aiming. You know, so it's not totally useless, especially when you think about what it's really for. All right. Now, again, I'm not selling them. I'm just kind of excited you can get these. I think it's really cool. and you know, when they're available. I'm sure it'll take a while for the production to catch up. Now, mine looks ugly. This one is mine. This one's John's. He's not done. Well, see now, that's the difference between John and me. He took the strap off. He didn't like the screws and the feel of it, and I didn't either. And I'm not sure whether I'm going to take the strap off or not. I put some tape over it so those screws wouldn't rub against my hand, or the edge of the strap is really stiff there, just under recoil and whatnot. So I don't know, I might take it off too, I'm not sure yet. And then I dug out some old Talon grips and put a piece on there. I had some, I thought some other rubber tape I could wrap around there. I couldn't find it, but that helps. I like that. I like that a lot. That's one reason my hand slipped on this one before the video. Okay, and I cut myself a little bit there, took the skin off. So we got 3 different configurations. Again, this is the one that that is going to go back for the E-gun. Let me shoot this one. Shoot mine. Okay. Okay. Now we're gonna get frisky here in a minute, and maybe well, let's go ahead and get frisky. Yeah. How stupid am I? I'm gonna put slugs in this thing. I'm a glutton for punishment. Safety's on. High brass slugs. Yeah, I think these are supposed to be low recoil. Yeah. Is there such a thing with a high brass slug? Maybe, relatively speaking, there is, but they don't seem too low to me. Let's see, that one's empty. Some more. We appreciate Federal furnishing all this good stuff. You know me, when I get a shotgun, I'm in 7th heaven. I just love to shoot all kinds of targets and all kinds of ammo. And one of the cool things about this thing, as short as it is, it holds 5 rounds in the magazine. So you've got 5 plus 1, and that's not bad. And again, like I said, check your local laws before you try to get a hold of one of these. You probably won't find one in a gun shop. They will know already, but in most places you can buy this just like any other shotgun on the rack. And 14-inch barrel. This grip's got to stay that way. You can't change it. And what else? You know, it's just a Mossberg shotgun. You know, nothing too complicated about it. All right, slugs. Let's see if I can hurt myself now. I wonder if I could hit that watermelon. Let's try. I'm not going to aim, but well, I must have hit close. I didn't. Oh yeah, I caught the bottom of him. Get him on the roll. There we go. I'm impressed. I'm impressed. Well, I know what you're thinking. Is he going to try the gong or something over there? Well, let's try the gong. And I might have to look down the sights and see if I can, get close. Let me hit myself in the nose. It's probably low. All right. He said to hold low. Boy, it knocked the heck out of it. Look at that. Let's try. Well, we can shoot a bowling pin with these slugs. Maybe. Yeah, got to hit it. So again, it's not totally useless. And I never thought it was, to tell you the truth. But I think a lot of people would look at it and maybe get that impression. And since I'm a glutton for punishment, let's put some more slugs in here. Going safe. And 5 plus 1. Let's get out a couple more. And save some for John here. He might want to shoot a slug just for the punishment. Oh yeah. Yeah, like I say, we live in a wonderful country. I know some states you don't think so because you have some pretty strong restrictions there. And boy, you just got some politicians that you got to get out of office. But we're fortunate to be able to buy things like this. Oh man, cool. All right, slug time again. Well, maybe I'll try a ram. See if I can get in the vicinity. That was the vicinity. Cool. Try a 2-liter here close. Oh boy. That other one. I was really planning to shoot those with shot, not a slug. Put a big old hole in that thing. See? So a little practice with this thing. Quite an instrument of self-protection. Let's put it that way. So what else do I want to shoot? Let me shoot just a couple more bird shot. Oh no, let's put one thing I've not shot is some, that's still slugs. Let's put some, what do we got here? That's the slug. I got some double aught here. Yeah. That's, yeah, $4. I like $4. Good stuff. Okay, so you empty these out of here so I don't get confused. And we'll let John try this thing. Safety on. I like $4. I tend to keep something like this in my defensive shotgun, to tell you the truth. And that's the role one of these could play. Need to shoot a pan with this stuff. Like that one right there. Boom. Get a little more recoil. Let me try, see from about right here, see what that tombstone looks like. How it spreads. That's pretty mean. Pretty mean. Let's hit this cowboy over here. Yeah, that's some wicked stuff. Get that pan again. Let's go across the hill, see where it hits at the gong. Oh man, too much fun. All right, let me hand one of these over to John. Okay, he deserves to have some fun, don't you think? Yeah, I knew you'd agree. So we'll take a little break here and let John shoot some.
Hey, John Hickok. Despite what Dad said, I was actually kind of upset whenever he told me he'd already got this gun for me, because I felt pressure to buy it, and I already had some decorative pillows in the cart on Amazon for the podcast studio, and I had to cancel those and give Dad some money for this gun. But since then, I've kind of grown an appreciation for it. It's a really awesome gun, and just like Dad said, it's you know, I've always wanted a cut down pump shotgun, but going through the ridiculous NFA process is just something I've never I don't know, found the energy for, I guess. So it's kind of neat that someone figured out a way to do this and make it pretty close to. Now if you bought one of these as an NFA gun, you'd probably get one with a little bit shorter barrel, maybe, that holds like 4 rounds instead of 5, so it'd be a little shorter. But man, this is awfully close to something you would buy as an NFA item. So, you know, that's really cool. I first found out about this gun from Jeremy Posderick from We Like Shooting. He was one of the first people that told me about it. And at first I thought, nah, there's no way that can be legal. And then I learned more about it, watched his YouTube video on it, and I was just blown away. It's a really cool idea. And now in his video, he shot it one-handed. And I don't care if he is a Marine, I'm not gonna let him one-up me. We're about the same size, so that's what I'm about to do. I'm going to throw some slugs in there and blast a watermelon, I think. Safety on. Doing it the awkward way there. Okay. I think that was it. No, yep. Okay. All right. Having the full load will help some with the recoil. We'll get nice and close. Walk through this field of destruction down here. All right, there we go. Now, make sure that you guys don't try this at home without me, because it's going to be really fun. Look at that, ejected the shell and everything. All right, I should probably back up. I don't want to shoot anything else that close. Okay. Dad's not as good at walking backwards as I am with a camera. All right. Let's see. Oh, take out this pot. All right. I'm gonna try the gong. I think Dad said you had to hold low, so I'm gonna see. Try that. Got it. You know what I'm gonna do? This is what sons are supposed to do, one up their dads. I'm gonna go for the red plate on the left. Look at that. I quit. I quit after that one. Let's see. There's a spray paint can right there. See if I can hit that with a slug. It's right there in the middle of the swinging plates. I think I went to the left of it. Put a couple more slugs in. There's really nothing I could say about this gun that Dad didn't already cover. I mean, it's hard to hate. It's a Mossberg 590, and it's very short. Let's see. Let's try the same target. All right, that's too small. Try something else. Bowling pin. Nicked him. I feel like putting a really big hole in something. I'm gonna shoot the kind of the bottom of that pan. All right. Now, like Dad mentioned, you'll notice on mine, I took the sissy strap off of there. I get the purpose of it, but I don't know. I didn't really think it was that necessary. Kind of like it without it. It's a little cleaner looking. Put some bird shot in there. I can't believe it holds 5 rounds as small as this thing is. It's awesome. I think that was it right there. Nope. Okay. I'm gonna, yep, did the same thing Dad did earlier. Jacked a live one out. I'm gonna shoot the stop sign from the hip. See if I can hit it. Okay, got it a few times. That would be, I think, part of the advantage of this gun if you were to use it for home defense is just the fact that, you know, in a house, navigating around walls and tight corners and everything, you can kind of keep it in really close to your body. You don't have a lot of stuff hanging out in the way. And if you practice with it some, you can, I think, shoot reasonably accurately with it for a shotgun at close ranges. You could even put like a, you know, maybe attach a light or a laser or something on there if you were worried about it. But okay, I'm gonna shoot one more round and then I will let Dad finish out the video. Let me find some other targets to shoot. One more, I think. Yep, okay. I'm gonna try that again, actually. I'm gonna take my time and see if I can hit it every time. High. All right, not too bad. Really cool gun, and yeah, it's just, I mean, what can I say about it? It's a short 12 gauge shotgun and it's a 590. It's hard to beat. Okay, Dad.
Okay, you got to deal with me again. All right, the old guy. So I'm gonna load it up again with some bird shot and take a couple more shots before we let you go. All right, John the smart aleck had to show me up out there. Of course, that's what you want to see, isn't it? Your goofy son do something maybe you can't do. Maybe I could, but I'm not sure I want to try. It's not, honestly, it's not as much fun to shoot slugs in it, but it really doesn't hurt as much as you would think it would. I mean, really, it doesn't. I know that's kind of counterintuitive, but it doesn't, even with high brass stuff, you know. So, and here comes Homeland Security. They see 3 what they think are NFA shotguns here on the table. They can't believe it. They just know they're going to have us in jail, don't they? That's the cool thing about them, though. They are perfectly legal without the paperwork. So, did I shoot one? I did shoot. I don't know. Well, let's just shoot one-handed. You know, John was showing off, so let's do a little of that. All right. Boom. Boom. Nope, it didn't get around. Did that time. When you don't have your hand on, of course, it works the slide. And then pick up another one, maybe. No, didn't come back quite far enough. Let's get this targeting. Oh, you know what? There is a 2-liter behind it. I guess I don't want to shoot a hole through the back. I'm gonna go over here and sneak around behind it and shoot it. There we go. So it's really a handgun. You know, I might be in trouble for shooting it like a handgun. I wonder if that, you know, I've joked about, you know, AR pistols, you know, how could anybody ever tell you how to shoot the thing? We had a video on that. And of course, turns out, yeah, maybe you're not supposed to shoulder it and all that sort of thing. Maybe you're not supposed to shoot this one-handed. I might be in trouble. All right. Boom. And we have one more round. And again, the only reason I'm having that issue with the slide is I'm shooting it one-handed, being silly. Do not try this at home, kiddies, okay? We are professionals. Can't you tell by looking at us? We are professionals. Nobody has shot that pan on the ground there. Yeah, that's one we have holes in from the dueler, the double 1911. So, all right, and it's a very thick pan, so that didn't go through it. All right, I guess I can let it go. I've hit the gong, I killed a ram, I've hit everything I need to hit, probably. So like I said, the cool thing about this is two things maybe. The fact you don't have to go through paperwork to buy it in most states and in the free states. And then, what was the other thing? Just the fact that you can own it. And oh, the other thing was there were two things. It's hard for me to remember two things. I remember one sometimes. So number one is, again, that you can just buy it off the shelf, you know, or order it, whatever. And then the other thing is that it's a little easier to shoot than you would think it is. Okay? And I'm not just blowing smoke just because John and I are big old guys. You know, I'm an old man, I'm feeble. You know, it's really, it's not, it doesn't just beat you up and hurt you. It doesn't. The only reason I got the cut there was, again, I was holding it like this, and it was just really relaxed with it. I literally shot it like that. I wasn't even reaching out like that, just like we started the video. And I was just limping the gun. I was just enough to hold it up. I didn't think about it coming back a little bit there, okay? Didn't have enough grip on it. But I mean, it's not going to hurt you, and it's pretty neat. So again, it's neat to be able to have things like this. I hope you are a member of the NRA, or you're thinking about joining your state organization. You know, all the gun rights organizations you can afford. Again, start with the big elephant. You know, the NRA, and don't worry about getting too much mail. You can stop that if you want to. And we appreciate them. We appreciate Buds for getting this for us. That's really cool. Check them out. And we especially appreciate all the food that was provided for this shotgun. You know where that came from. So we're really lucky, and we're glad you came by to enjoy our pleasure today. Life is good.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that, because I know I sure did. Well, I've got you here. I wanted to let you guys know about our friends over at SDI, the Sonoran Desert Institute. They are a fully accredited online distance learning program where you can be certified in gunsmithing, and you can also get an associate's degree in firearms technology. And they also do a lot of work with veterans. They accept the GI Bill. They also have hands-on experience, even though it's a distance learning program. So just want to let you guys know about them. Also, you can find them at sdi.edu. That's the Sonoran Desert Institute. And also, just want to let you guys know we have merchandise now. So if you want to buy any Hickok 45 merchandise, you can go over to our store. The link is in the description of every video. And there's also a link kind of on the header of the main channel page, the main YouTube channel. And so we've got that. And also, if you want to find more of our content in other places, it's everywhere. You can go to full30.com. We have most or all of our videos over there. You can also find us on Facebook, Hickok 45 Facebook. You can find Hickok 45 on Instagram. I think it's the real Hickok 45 over there. And then also on Twitter, it's Hickok 45. And then me, the son, the and son, John Hickok. You can find me at Hickok 45 and Son on YouTube. I also do a podcast called Gun Culture Radio, which you can find on that YouTube channel and also on iTunes. And there's also a John Hickok Facebook page, which you can find the link to on the Hickok 45 and Son channel page. There's a link over there. And that's all I can think of for now. It's a lot to digest, so you're going to want to think about that for a little bit, and then watch one of these other videos that's like down there or over there somewhere, because some of these look pretty good.